Yeah, good morning guys. Man up to our friends in the Philippines. Been on a bit of a break guys, been very busy, but we're back and hopefully we're back with a bang. And what I mean by bang, Bosshog on his live stream on Sunday told us all he was going to be doing a lot more live streams. In other words, he's broke, he's skint and he needs some cash. So how better to hook a fish, hook a sucker, and do a live stream and get a super chat, because that's what this scumbag, the brain surgeon, is after. Now, I'm going to play you a few clips shortly. I want you to listen to the words coming out of this grifter's mouth. Listen to him contradict himself constantly. And without further ado guys, listen to this first one from the brain surgeon.
Hey Z, do you think that you are taking on too much? What about just retiring and living life? Well, AZ, since I don't have a retirement pension, that could be kind of tough. I didn't come to two things. I didn't come to the Philippines to retire. I came here to make a living, and have been pretty successful at it for almost 5 years. The YouTube is dwindling of late, but the farming side of it is picking up, so it kind of offsets. But as far as taking on too much, well, you got to do what you got to do to earn a living.
You can't make this up, can you? Comedy gold. You heard his words. I can't retire. He's replying to a comment. I can't retire. He says because I don't have a retirement plan. And besides, he said, I didn't come to the Philippines to retire. I came to the Philippines to make a living. Absolute garbage. Can you believe that? This man turned around and told everyone that's 30 years success in the ice cream business. Yet he didn't pay into any kind of private pension or accumulate any kind of wealth savings to bring to the Philippines. He arrived there without a pot to piss in a third world country to make a living, when all the local Filipinos, vast majority we all know, are struggling to make ends meet. This big fat lump of lard, this scumbag, has gone there to make a living, to take work and a livelihood away from some local. And you also heard him say, I've been quite successful farming for the last 5 years. Really, Brian? Really? Everything you've done is a failure. You're a liar. And you're sitting there on that live stream telling bare-faced lies. You're 5 years as a successful farmer in the Philippines, a bit like the 30 years success selling ice cream in the United States, isn't it? More lies, more bullshit from the brain surgeon. You also said that YouTube is going down a bit. Brian, YouTube is not going down a bit. Your channel is going down a bit. In fact, your channel is finished. It's finished because people can see right through you. And if you want to see right through this scumbag, take a look behind him and take a look at the squalor he's living in. Look at the state of the Bohovel. If he was 5 years successful in the Philippines, would he be living like that? He is no one to give any advice to. He's an absolute failure, an absolute e-begging scumbag. And when you said that you came to the Philippines to make a living, what you forgot to tell people was this, that you were in contact with Terence Tintin from the hilltop long before you arrived in the Philippines. In fact, you were sending him back buying boxes with your belongings in before you arrived. You were in contact with him beforehand, and Terence told you, get yourself over here, Brian, and do some e-begging. I'll show you the ropes. That's what you've been successful at. But now, you're running out of donators. But there is more, guys. Listen to this next clip.
Thomas Leary, keep up the good work, and one day there will be some local copycat farmers. I hope that there is someday. It is so hard to make a living here farming. And as we get things refined and get things figured out, I hope other people start doing it the way we're doing it, because we're just now hitting our stride.
Keep up the good work, and maybe people will copy what you're doing, Brian. He replied, I hope so, he says, because it's very hard to make a living in the Philippines. And we're just now hitting our stride and getting things together. Well, Brian, you just said, not 5 minutes previous, that you came to the Philippines to make a living. And for the last 5 years, you've been very successful at it. And yet, here you are, telling everybody 5 minutes later how hard it is to make a living in the Philippines. Absolutely, you can't write this. You cannot write this. This man is a total grifter and a total liar. And there, before your eyes, his words is bullshit. But there is more, guys. Listen to this next clip.
Thinking of restarting a piggery in a smaller scale. Well, the thinking part is over. I mean, when we saved those 3 gilts 5 months ago now, that was the plan then, to restart the piggery, and now we've added, Richard helped us out getting 1 more piglet, and so now we have 4 gilts, which will someday be sows, and that probably getting close to the limit of what we're going to do here.
So, his words again, restarting the piggery, and he said something very important in there, the grifter. I can't believe that Richard has fell for the oldest scam in the book. Gina, if anyone doesn't know Fat Pants, her pig has had piglets, and Gina is selling the pigs, or selling the piglets, should I say, and Bosshog wanted to buy a piglet from Gina. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Now then, what's happened is Richard has bought that piglet for Brian so he can build up his piggery again. Now, this is the oldest scam in the book. A family member is selling something, and if I had the money, I can buy it off my family member, i.e. Gina. And I've got some bad news for you, Richard. Any monies that you send to the Bohovel to send to Gina will go in one pocket only, and that is the grifter's pocket, Brian Granville Smith. You see, the fact is that Gina would be giving him that piglet anyway as a rent for living at the Bohovel, and all you've done is donated money to the big scumbag up on the screen. It's the oldest scam that gets pulled, and you fell for it. Absolutely unbelievable. Hey, Richard helped us buy a piglet, and Gina is a family member. Now guys, there's a summing up to this video. What you're going to see, the leading up to Christmas now, is Bosshog doing a lot more live streams. He said so in his last Sunday at Begfest. And the reason is, well, there's only one reason. He's broke. And he's been broke for the last 5 years. And he'll always be broke. He'll never be a success. Because if he tells people he's got money, people won't send. This is the work of a e-beggar and a grifter. And Brian Granville Smith from A Foreigner Farming in the Philippines YouTube channel is nothing more than a con man and a grifter and just a down and out low life scumbag along with the rest of the clan. So till the next time, bye for now.